Hello, fellow Tarnished, and welcome to my first mod that I have ever created in Elden Ring. I am calling it Maze for now because I'm trying to create a maze in Elden Ring. And right now you can see I am at right outside the Stranded Graveyard exit into Limgrave at the first step site of Grace, but it looks a little different because I have added some things, some walls, some stairs, some structures, and there is a Grace here. You can see it says rest at site of Grace. I somehow don't have the actual image of the Grace here. I need to figure that out. One thing I've learned during modding is that things like sites of Grace have like 3 different elements to it. There's the actual image that you see, there's an enemy type that you need to add to it to interact with it. Actually, it's an NPC, but they call it an enemy in the back end. I can show all that in a little bit. And then there's one other thing, a box around it where the player responds to. So anyway, this is actually a site of Grace. This is actually the first step site of Grace. I just moved it back a little bit, even though the map doesn't show that. So anyway, spent some time trying to figure that out, but basically I have created, as you can see, some stairs that lead up into this maze-like structure so far. And my goal is to kind of, have the player, once they exit the Stranded Graveyard, to basically be enclosed in this maze, and you cannot leave. You have to go through the maze and pick up items and run into bosses and enemies along the way, stuff like that. I think that'd be kind of cool. So that's what I've been working on. Right now I have some gaps here. Obviously you can escape right now. I'm totally a noob at this. I'm still learning, and I haven't gotten very far, but basically right now what we have is you can go this way. You can see I have a little path leading up so far, but it doesn't go anywhere yet. And I'm jumping over these panels right now because you can see I've got like gaps in the walls and stuff. You can fall through the floor still right now. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I need to figure out to like close the wall. But pretty nice view from here, right? I mean, this is cool. So that leads up, doesn't go anywhere yet. Let's see if I fall through the floor. Nope, I don't. Okay, that's good. So you can go a bunch of different ways. My goal is to have like a twisting like hedge maze where you can go a bunch of different ways. You get lost, you run into random bosses, stuff like that. You can see the tree sentinel's still down there, but you won't be fighting him there at least. And I'm kind of just I'm going with the flow. I'm kind of laying out the map as I go. I don't have anything pre-planned. I'm just kind of like going as I feel. And you can see I haven't gotten too far. There's no walls here yet. I'll add some walls to make it all a maze. I need to rotate that so it doesn't, so it looks better. Maybe I'll add some things trees and, I don't know, different road structures to make it look better. This is all very much in development, as they would say. We got another steep thing going up this way. And then I've got a little loop around. I died here earlier, as you can see. I grabbed my runes. Got a little loop around this way. That's going to take you a different path. And then this one will go under. Oh, over here. This will go under the bridge here. And, just a bunch of different paths. And once walls are up, it'll seem more like a maze. This is kind of just the structure so far. And I added this I want to do some platforming too, so I added this platforming stuff, which I actually haven't tested yet. But the other thing is I don't want to have torrent available, but right now you need torrent to make this jump. Oh, and here we go. There's a fall. I died. So you definitely can fall there. And let's just reload, and I'll see if I can platform with torrent right now. I haven't even tried this, so I'll probably die to my own platforming section. But let's see how we do with torrent. Get back over there. Yeah, so you can see I died in the same spot as last time. Alright, so we'll do some double jumps. Looks like with torrent, it's manageable. If we were not having torrent, it probably would not be manageable. So I'll need to move these rocks a little closer to one another. But the goal here is, it takes you to this platform, and you've got a portal. And this portal will take you to like a whole new section of the maze, and you got to figure out where that is and go through that. Maybe I'll have like a key at the other end of that portal that you need to bring back here to get to like a boss fight. I don't know. I'm kind of just like going with the flow here. I need to figure out how to work the portals as well. I have not figured that out yet. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of action items and stuff I have to do behind the scenes to get that to work. So if anybody knows, if anyone's watching this that is a modder and knows how to get a portal to work, please let me know in the comments. I have been going, I've been in the mod Discord, which has been very helpful. I haven't even asked any questions. I'm just like looking stuff up, and there's a whole bunch of information in there. There's a bunch of YouTube videos out there I've been watching as well to help me along the way, but you know, I want to make this kind of cool. I don't know if I'll even share it, if it's just something that I'll showcase on my channel. If people want to play this, let me know again in the comments, and I will certainly make it available on Nexus Mods or something. Obviously, I want to make it a little more playable. Right now, it's not very playable. It's just very much in development. But the other thing I want to show here is how I've been doing this. So I'm just going to open up Smithbox, which is the tool I've been using. It's called Smithbox version 1.0.23. I think before it was called DS Maps or something like that, but that's no longer supported, and Smithbox is kind of the newer, latest modding tool that you can use. There's a whole bunch of videos and stuff about that out there if you're interested in getting into modding yourself. A whole bunch of tutorials. I can, you know, if people are interested, I can paste some links in the description below as to the things I watch to get me started. But this is, once you get kind of the hang of this, it's actually not that bad to use. My main thing, so I'm in the map editor here, as you can see. You can also edit param, so if you want to like add, I don't know, like attack power to certain weapons or like change animations, you can do a whole bunch of stuff in here. I'm still very much learning how to do all that. But for right now, the map editor, and it took me a while just to figure out how to navigate this map editor. And you can see I have 3 maps open. I have West Limgrave, the Limgrave Start at Lake Agil, and the Limgrave Church of Ella Stranded Graveyard Exit, which is where we're like at right now. And basically what you do is you just right click on one and say load map, and it'll load it into this little view here. And basically what you do, it took me a while to figure out, you have to right click on your mouse and then use your keyboard keys, W, S, A, and D, to kind of like navigate around. I couldn't figure that out for the life of me to start. I had to like dig into the Discord or something to figure out how to even navigate. So I got that figured out, so I can actually navigate around now. And basically what I've been doing, I've just been copying and pasting the same assets over and over. You can see this wall I'm just reusing. Maybe down the road I'll change it up and make things look a little different, but at this point it's kind of a copy paste game for me. Basically, you click on one thing and you can see over here there's a duplicate selection button. Basically just click that and it's going to duplicate this, and then you use these arrows to kind of move what you just duplicated to where you want it to go. So I want this to be the other side of the wall. And I want to rotate this. So if you hit E on the keyboard, it'll give you this little like rotation. And then if you hit W, it takes you back to the arrows. And you can kind of, get it to where you want it to be. Then I can duplicate this again and then move this one this way to kind of create that wall that I want. And I can already tell I need to rotate that some more. So it's going to take some like fine tuning for sure. I'm just going, I'm not, like I said, I'm not like totally planning this out. I'm just going with what I feel when I feel it. And it's fun. It's super fun. This is like adding a whole new love for Elden Ring for me that I've had since I first played the game, but this is like adding a whole new layer. Like I've got crazy ideas of things I can do and want to do. Obviously it's going to take time and work and all that, which I don't have a whole lot of, so this will be like a long project probably. I might just do like a little section of Limgrave to start with this, as like a little, I wouldn't even call it an alpha, but like a initial thing. So yeah, basically I need to go around and copy, and you can see these floors here you can duplicate as well. I found some random floor that I've just been using. I might change it because as you saw before, you can fall through the cracks pretty easy. That's pretty much it. It's basically like a matter of just making a maze with these few assets here. Now, one other thing I wanted to try, you can see we got the tree sentinel here. I want to actually duplicate him and just throw him into the maze and see what happens. So same idea, you kind of grab him, and move him. And if anyone knows an easier way to like grab enemies and move them in a better way than this, other than the arrows, please let me know. Because I'm just manually kind of moving them around, which is fine. But if I wanted to grab like an enemy that's kind of far away and duplicate it, and I think actually you can change the asset somewhere. I think it's the model name actually. I think you can change the model name, and that'll actually change this to a different enemy. I just need to know what the list of those model names are and all that. But anywho, we'll just throw the tree sentinel here and see what happens. And then I'll run the mod again and we can just see the changes I made. Give him a little more balance here so he doesn't hopefully fall through or do anything wacky, which very well could still happen. But is he... Alright, I think that'll probably be fine. So let's give this a go. I'm going to save selected maps. And what that does, I created a folder for my mod. I'm in Mod Engine 2, so you do need Mod Engine 2 to test all this and basically use your mod. You probably don't have to, but I feel like it's the easiest way to go. You can see I have a whole bunch of other mods in here, Blizzard and blah, blah, blah. Mine's just Maze. And so everything I just saved into my Maze folder. I'm just going to copy all of this and just paste it into the mod folder here, which there's already stuff in here, but this is just from my previous save. I'm just going to overwrite everything. Replace the files. It'll overwrite it all. And then I'm already in Elden Ring, so I probably need to quit, actually. Let me return to desktop. And then with Mod Engine 2, they have this launch mod eldenring.bat. And you just double click that. It's going to launch Elden Ring basically with anything in this mod folder. So, you know, all the changes I just made should launch with Elden Ring right here in a second. Hopefully, as long as that launched. Did that go? Here we go. Had to double click it again. And my cat is interested in what I'm doing. He just jumped on my desk and now is trying to climb on my lap, so that's always fun. An extra challenge to the modding world is having a cat get involved. So everything should look the same with the startup screen and all that stuff. I already have a character loaded, so I can just continue. You can create a new character. I think use an existing character, it shouldn't matter. I wouldn't recommend using an existing character, especially if it's one that you're like, you know, have a bunch of achievements and stuff for. So you wouldn't want to like break that character. So I'm just using like a new character that I created for this mod, and it's like a level 8 or whatever. It's nothing crazy. But okay, so it starts me back where I left off, which is here. But let's go back to the first step. And we shall see if our changes have made it into the mod. I see a tree sentinel. There he is. Haha. Okay, so now you come into my maze. You got to fight the tree sentinel on this slope. And there he is. He like kind of ghosted, and he's not a boss. He's got a regular enemy health bar. So I need to figure that out. I've been messing with bosses and trying to figure out how to get the boss health bar. So again, if anyone knows how to get that to work, I probably need certain params and bubbles and... Oh, he killed me. Okay. Thanks, Tree Sentinel. So yeah, there's got to be something specific I need to do to trigger like a boss fight. I need to figure that out still. But I mean, there's the Tree Sentinel. He's in our maze. That's pretty cool. And just those other changes. I'll hop on torrent here just to make this quicker, but pop over here, and I added those walls that should now be in here. And there they are. Cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I'm just gonna go through and make it more maze-like. There's the other Tree Sentinel that I copied, and yeah, it's fun. I'm really having a good time with this. I will, if you guys are interested, I will continue to update you with my progress on this channel. You know, showcase some new features, new maze elements, If I get the portal to work, I'll show that off, things like that. So anyway, thank you all for watching. I will hopefully have another video like this soon. Stay tuned for other stuff on my channel. It's going to be a big year. Thank you all. Talk to you later.